Alright, so hello everyone. Welcome to my Halloween live stream. Um, it's not really going to be Halloween themed per se, um, but it is Halloween, so happy Halloween to all of you. Today I plan on releasing Running Cosmot Simulator. I'm essentially almost done. There's really only one thing I can think of right now that I wanted to do, like add more in the stream. And I'm probably just going to play test the rest of the time, maybe mess with the difficulty, some other variables. But I plan on releasing it today for a few reasons. One is that it was a game jam game, and I already I finished the game before during the game jam, and um, I guess I don't really need to pursue it much further. I don't want to add so much that takes so much longer. Like I pretty much already did it. I'm just adding little extra things to make it more polished, look nicer, sound nicer. So sorry about the audio levels. Um, so that's one reason I want to release it. Is because I'm done with it per se. The other reason is there's also other games I want to make because for one, my school is hosting a game jam this weekend, and also starting tomorrow, GitHub is doing a game jam. I think it's called Game Off. I can look this up. Okay, so I'll switch here. So GitHub is having their Game Off for November that starts tomorrow, and it's 30 days. So I want to do that as well. So basically, I want to get this finished and not have to worry about it. And I'm essentially done. Like I would be very happy releasing it right now. Today, I plan on the thing I'm talking about is adding a game over sound effect because right now it just pops up on screen and kind of having that audio feedback for a game over I think makes more sense. So I'll do that. I'll just play test a bunch. I think I got the difficulty at a good point right now, although I've been the only one playing it. So maybe after I release it and some other people play it, I might alter it a bit. But I think it's pretty good right now. And that should be it, unless I can think of something else. No, I'll just release it. I won't release it publicly. I'm not gonna release it on stream because although it's probably not, there's probably not gonna be any harm. Going through all this stuff on Game Jolt, whatever. It might be kind of tedious and I can't really talk through it. So I'd rather just finish my game, have the build built on stream, and then I'll release it after off stream. So yeah, so let us get into it. So what I want to do is add a game over sound effect. So game over is here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a public audio source game over sound effects. Just game over sound. And then let's go into BXFR, BFXR, and run Flash. And we're gonna make a game over sound. I guess we'll do a hit or hurt because that sort of simulates it. That. Ooh, that might not be bad if we. Oh, should save all of them. Oh. Let's go to okay. Maybe that with decay? Oh no, we don't want decay. We want to make it last longer. Cut up compress. I just compress. Oh, okay. You don't want that. Get the amounts here. That's actually fine. We'll go with that. All right. We'll do game over sound. Put it in an assets folder that's actually outside of this project. I'm still working on my workflow of that. So as we can see right now, this assets folder that I made all this stuff in, and I have like my screenshots and stuff. Probably organize it, but we'll just roll with that for now. It's not a big deal. So go to game over sound. We'll drag it into sounds. We're going to go into GM object, and we're going to add an empty game object called game over sound. Drag the clip onto here. Uncheck play on awake. Probably bring down the volume a bit. Drag it under here. And then there should be, under game state, we do have the game over sound. So in our code, this is, will run whenever the game is over. We can just add in here, game over sound dot play, not pan stereo, dot play. Actually, this game over. Okay, I think so. My coding practices aren't great, so this might not even work because the sound is going to keep like repeating. Right now, there's no music because I loaded it in this scene. Yeah, so that happens. Version like that. We just do that. How would we do this? Did play. There's definitely a better way we can do this, but this will work. So we'll just craft into a planet here. Oh, that doesn't. Okay, so that's not a problem because whenever we actually release it, I wonder if these audio levels are too loud. I'll just bring it down a little bit. So now should be good. Oh, as you can, if you remember from the last live stream, I did change the music. I was actually planning on making the music on stream today, but I was at the library yesterday and I had some time, and I was like, oh, okay, let me just install Bosca's COL. Well, this Bosca. This is what it's called. So this is like a free music program, very simple. Bosca is designed for beginners. It's not, it's not very in depth, but it gets the job done. And for someone like me who's not very good with music, it's nice to do. I should probably, for my future games, probably learn more. Like I have a MIDI keyboard, and I have other software. But for now, we're fine with this. But so yeah, I was going to work on it anyway. I was gonna work on the music today, stream, but I installed it and then I had some time in the library. I was like, all right, let's just mess around a little bit. And then like half an hour later, I came out with something and it was done. So it's not a bad way, but yeah, I just didn't expect it, I guess. All right, so I think we're just gonna play test, honestly. Try to break it. We're running Cosmonaut Simulator. Start. We'll just. That's fine. Press all the buttons. That's fine. Cool. Just at the same time. The loop on the music. I heard a little like loop pause. That's fine. Like, alright, and then restart. Cool. Restart again. Oh. I don't like that. Okay, so that's something we can add. If we disable the entire script, what will happen? This dot set enabled? Little false? Can we do that? No, wait, can we? I wonder if we can. Because that would be good. As long as it resets. I was talking about logic if once find out if this works or not. Okay, do that. That's actually kind of cool. Oh, okay, the score's going back down. That's actually kind of cool. Wait, and restart, does it? Oh, no. Okay, so what we're gonna do, so we should probably make this better. Okay. So we want this to run once. We want this to run once. This whole thing. But if we put, actually, when we do scene management, game over is, where does game over get to the default? Oh, probably at the, yeah, okay. So, what we'll do is, why would we just in the first place? Is game over equal to false? We should be able to get rid of this, because it's only run once. Let's try that. That's still, why is that the only thing? Hold on. Let's see. find something that... Oh, it might be in a different... Oh, it might be that in a different... So when I scroll... Okay, that makes more sense. Okay. So we actually... Okay, so we want this to run once. But we also want to stop it. So if we made it... Could we do... Speed equal to 0? Wait, I don't know, we want to do... Speed equal to 0. That might work. Okay, I will explain in a second. As long as this works. Okay. Did not work, I believe. But why isn't... The speed is... So why doesn't that work though? We're just going to do it like this. Public game object. What do we call these? The scrolls in the background? We call them BG parallax and BG. BG, not a colon, semicolon. Public game object BG underscore parallax. And I think you spelled parallax wrong. No, we did. We're actually just let's make a script reference because that's all we're going to need of it anyway, and that will be less code. So here we're going to do bg dot speed equal to 0, bg dot underscore parallax, bg underscore parallax dot speed equal to 0. And we can take this out. We will get the reference to these in our GM. So, nope, BG and BG parallax. So hopefully this works. I'm not sure exactly why it didn't the first way, but let's see. So going along here, try to do a planet. Still does it. Why? Alright, so we're going to look at the inspector on this. Oh, cause speed, okay. That makes much more sense. Okay, so we're just not adding to it. Oh, why don't we just, this is what I meant to do anyway. Dot enabled. This should work fine. Enabled equal to false. And same thing here. Equal to false. This should work fine. I think before it was just, it already kept this same speed, so. did. Ooh, that's probably not gonna happen often. Let's just check. I actually really like that. That's funny that happened. Um, do we? I don't like that. Okay, that might happen. So what we will do to fix it, basically what's happening is the planet collision, so game over, is being called and on collision enter, 2D. So every time it hits the planet, it'll think it's game over, and then so we'll play the sound again, do the animation. So right now we're just disabling the player. So if we also, when game is over, do we have a reference to the player here? Do not. Well, we can this. And then we can do this dot game objects dot get component. Is it box collider, correct? Box collider 2D dot enabled equal to 0 or equal to false. So that should do the trick, because now it won't have a collider component. That should work fine. So it can't collide with anything. It's gonna go through the planet. Okay, so that won't exactly, that works, but it doesn't work right. So what we can do is bool collided equal to false and collided equal to false. Collided equal to true. So this should only run once. No, it should not, because it is it's just gonna initialize it anyway. So we have to do it at the start here. I'll make it a private. Okay. This should work. So essentially it's gonna check if it already collided, and if it did, then it can't collide again. That's not. Okay, something. It's not right. So if we took our player and we manually moved him, so it's just not gonna. Okay, that should work great. I think that's it. Official playtest. Actually, let's maximize this. So we'll play here. Cool. Everything's working great. Let's say we're holding down both and we collide. They'll both keep going. That's just fine, but I can't change anything. We'll restart and good. I think that's it. I think that's it. Sweet. Oh, we don't want that. We do not want that. Okay, so what we're gonna do to fix that is probably in our text effects, or where we have score. Okay, so we don't want to update this. Wait, no, we do. So we want, okay, score text, okay, player score. So we just want, oh, what we can do is we'll do an if players, or I mean, still work. I don't know if there's a better way to do this, but we want to, what I'm thinking is if we like set the max value of the, or let's do another variable. Let's do this. Public static float and score. No. Yes. So in game state, we're going to set, do it. We'll do it here, down here, and score dot end score is equal to score dot score player score. Okay, so if end score or player score is less than end score, actually probably want to do this the other way. Player score is greater than or equal to, or is less than or equal to end score. Don't want to display that. Only displays max score. Displays end score, aka max. So I believe this will work. So we're actually just test. We're gonna let's see if we can do it naturally. Okay, sorry. So that's not good. Okay, we don't want a static. By score equal to 0, end score equal to 0 also, and that duplicated for some reason. Try again. And we're gonna auto maximize and try it again. There it is. That's why did you say? Oh no, it doesn't update. Is less than player score is less than end score. They're both 0. And player score is 1. Oh no, wait. So they're both 0 to start. The player score goes up. Shoot. Okay. So that's kind of annoying. So end score equal to player score. Just for that moment. So if end score is 77 and the player gets like 76. Do you want this way? Player score is greater than end score. Is that right? Let's test it and see if I can figure out the logic afterwards. Okay. Here. I believe that just worked. We can go. We shouldn't. This is again funny. We can restart. What's our score? Okay, same thing. And then if we move the play around, can't go down, but it can go up, which should be fine. So it's not going down. Can go up. 5 is nice. Okay, that should be fine. All right. Okay, now I think this is it. We're gonna play test more and see if we can find any more errors like that. Let's see. That's fine. 42. Restart. Goes back to 0. That's good. Let's make sure it's still playing the text animations up top. Every 100. It's good. We move up and down. Hold both. Plants are spawning. Background's moving. We're getting faster. Make sure we still collide. Not bad. Okay. So it's getting higher, which is fine. That can happen though. Or actually, what we can. No, that won't. I wonder how long we can leave it. How lucky we can get. Ooh. All right. Okay. So I think that's it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a WebGL build because that's how we are going to build it. So we'll make our builds folder. A release. As you can see, I have an Android build. I was thinking about putting this on Android because I've never done a mobile game before, and I thought this would be like a good start one. Doing mobile development is, I mean, it doesn't seem extremely hard, but it's still there's still a learning curve to it. It's hard, but for this type of game, I literally only need like a few buttons, and it should work fine. I just really have to control the inputs. I just got discouraged by it, and I know actually putting games on like Android and testing everything is hard. I just didn't want to mess with it. I just figured I want to just finish it for web, and I really would like to make computer games more than Android games or the phone games or whatever. So just kind of scrap that. So let's finish building here, and then we'll test. We'll test in the build just to make sure everything's right. Sometimes stuff gets a little funky going between Unity and WebGL. It shouldn't happen with this, because it's a very simple game, but anything can happen. So we're going to test it, and that should be it. So it's kind of taking a while. Alright. So I plan, since I'm not going to show the release stuff, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to release on GameJolt this time. That's where I released this for London Dare. When I finished my London Dare entry, I put it on GameJolt. For my games in the past that have been like just like separate games outside of Game Jams, I've put them on Kongregate. I found it to be a really good site and pretty easy to upload, and they have a good amount of plays. I'm really still learning the intricacies of where to put stuff and like what games do best on what website and stuff like that. I'm just gonna stick with GameJolt since I already have everything set up. I basically just gotta upload the new version, and then after that, gotta look up what are the best sites, like what's the best for releasing, because I'm good at the development part. Like I can make games. I'm not good at marketing. I'm not good at releasing. I'm not good at press stuff. That I'm still learning. So I'm gonna look into that so I can make better games in the future. It's taking a very long time, and I hope I believe I saved. So it should not mess up regardless. We're gonna force close task manager. Sometimes this happens. I don't know if I'm just being impatient or it's really just messed up. Who knows? But we're just gonna restart it. Hopefully everything's saved. Even so, it wouldn't be that much that changed anyway. So we're gonna try this again, and then we'll test it, and I'll go from there. Try build. I'm going to go to player settings here. Cannot build composite script. Okay, just give it. We go to player settings, tons of fun. We'll call this. This shouldn't matter anyway, but we'll do it. Running Cosmo, not simulator. Don't need an icon. Resolution. Oh, did we do GUI scaling? I think we did. Did we? GUI. Canvas. Free aspect. We did not. We did 16 by. Why is that happening? Why is that happening? Why is the start point huge? This might be a problem. I might have to add GUI scaling. Actually, it's gonna be okay. Let me just switch over to my other seed here. I want to look and see. do we have a web? I forget if we did a web build or just a desktop. We should do a web build. Anyway. This might be the point actually where I log off, because this is not very productive, or like not really great content. So we see Cosmonaut Simulator. Or now I just have it downloaded. Okay, so we'll just do a WebGL. Build. Alright, so I think I'm gonna end it here because I'm just gonna figure out all the build stuff. So yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in. Next stream, it should be next Wednesday at 4. I'm gonna try to start a consistent stream schedule, at least one day a week. I'm thinking right now what works best for my school schedule and everything is 4 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesdays, which is about the time I started today. I'm gonna try to invest in a better mic. I'll have time this weekend to go research one and find and buy one. I'm a very frugal person, so it's not something I would like, not necessarily dying to, but I kind of listen to past streams and the audio is not great, and I want at least some decent audio. So I'll do that. And then we'll see what happens. We'll be starting my next game. Hopefully I'll upgrade some stream stuff too, social media and everything, and then we'll go from there. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you next time.